Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I'm going to show you how to check for spark on your chainsaw. And as you will see in the video, it's quite easy. Anybody can do this. Just follow the precautions I'm going to show you in the video. And today I'll be showing you how to do this on a Stihl 170 chainsaw. The same procedure will apply to all other chainsaws. Now you can check for spark on your chainsaw with just these simple tools. In some cases you can use a test light as well, and I'll show you how to do that as well. Now the first thing you want to do is take the top cover off your chainsaw because you will find a spark plug underneath. Now on this MS-170, just turn the little knob here counterclockwise. Make sure your choke knob's at the bottom here, and then just pull the cover off. Now what you need to do is remove the spark plug boot. Sometimes they're on there tight. Now remove the spark plug. Now what you need to do is insert the spark plug in the boot. Make sure it's pushed in right to the end of the boot so that it connects the contact inside. So once you've got it in the spark plug boot, what you want to do is hold the spark plug boot right here. Then you want to ground the spark plug to the metal on the engine. Make sure the switch is on. And I can see some spark. Now if you have a hard time to see the spark, you can dim the lights or go indoors and make sure you're not in direct sunlight because it is very difficult to see when you're outside in direct sunlight. Now a quick tip here, if you're holding the spark plug boot and also holding the spark plug right here like this, you will not get zapped. What you don't want to do is be a conductor between this part of the spark plug and the metal part of the chainsaw. So if you went like this, you're going to get zapped because the electricity will go from your hand to the metal on the chainsaw. So the simple thing is avoid to be a conductor between the end of the spark plug and the metal. You can hold it, it's fine, or hold the rubber here and you will not get zapped. Now another method to test for spark is to use a test light like this, either this one or that one over here. I'll use this one today. So what you want to do with these test lights is hook one end on the spark plug and the other end in the spark plug boot. Now what you want to do is have the switch on, pull it over, look for the light to light up inside the tester. If you don't want the saw to start up, make sure you've emptied it of gas and do not put the choke on. So as you just saw, it's hard to see the light on the tester, so I will just dim the lights in my shop. Now it should be a lot easier to see the light come on. So it's something you want to keep in mind when you do a spark test. Make sure that the lighting is proper. A lot of people bring me equipment in the shop. They checked for spark outside in the sunlight and they couldn't see spark. Once I take the equipment in the shop, in the shade, it's easy to see the spark. Now another very important tip is when you check for spark on any engine, especially chainsaws, you want to keep the spark plug away from the cylinder hole here where the spark plug goes in. The reason for that is in case you flooded the engine, if you go to pull it over and you have the spark plug sitting right here in front of the hole, what's going to happen is all the fuel that will be spraying out of the spark plug hole will catch fire and you can end up burning up your saw that way. So just be careful if your saw won't start and you pull out the plug and it's wet and you check for spark, always keep it away from that spark plug hole. So you could do it over here or like I just did over here. Now if you've checked for spark on your chainsaw and it still won't start, what you might want to do is try a new spark plug because you can have spark go to a spark plug, but the spark may be too weak to start up the engine. Also, you can have the test light light up, but the spark plug may not be good. Now, sometimes you can have a good spark plug, but the ignition module right here may be weak as well. Some symptoms that you may get with a bad ignition module is that your chainsaw will run really well when it's cold, but as soon as it warms up, there will be no more spark at the plug. So if you do have those symptoms, what you want to do is when your saw stops running is quickly take the cover off and check for spark right away. And if you don't have spark when it's warm, but you do when it's cold, that means you need to replace the ignition module. Sometimes, however, you can re-gap the ignition module. You can use a business card or a feeler gauge that's about 10/1000ths of an inch. But in most cases, I end up replacing just the spark plug and the odd time an ignition module. And we know the spark's good on this chainsaw because it will start. So thanks again for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed and that you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All the links are below the video, and have a great day.